press the go live button in the YouTube studio. So we are now live, okay? Now we are actually live. Um, we got 5 viewers so far. Hey guys, what is up? I hope that I'm audible and you guys can hear me. Okay, no teaching, please. Why, man? Sinatra, Mike has something for you in the chat. Um, Also, can you guys hear Sinatra's voice? Is he audible or not? Please let me know. Okay, great. Okay, so guys, how are you all and how was your trading week? Yes, we have Sinatra here. I'm glad we have him here. Wrecked again. Dude literally cages like 5 hours in a day and he's saying he's wrecked. It's made 8 hour. Nice man, that's actually amazing. Well, last week, um, my trading was actually a euro long and a GU long. So, uh, got partials on both of them, and then on EU, I got a break even, and on GU, I actually manually closed it. So, it was a great week for me. And in this stream, let me actually talk about what we are going to do in this stream is basically give a market outlook and what we are looking for the next week. And apart from that, uh, I'm gonna do like I'm gonna make my watch list for the week. So I'm gonna look for pairs that are clean and will look to trade it the next week, and Sinatra will share his views on the market as well and tell us about what he's actually eyeing. So, Sinatra, I think we should start with your if you want to share your screen, let me know. Uh, what did you say? There was a bit echo in it. Okay, 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 okay. So let me know. What do I start with? Okay, TXY. And the time frame? Okay, so this is the daily time frame. Alright, so let me know. Which one? 2 November. Okay, this one. Oh shit. Okay, so this is your drawn liquidity. All right. And what do you think is gonna happen? Like, in the week, like how do you think the week is gonna start with? Like a move to a downside or to the upside? What do you expect? Okay. And yeah, we have a bit of a dry week actually because we don't have much news in the first half actually. Till Thursday, we don't have any USD news. So yeah, okay. Yeah, and that kind of showed reaction from there as well. Okay. And anything else about it? Okay, and on the weekly chart. Okay, okay. Guys, also you can share your questions, etc. We are going to answer. Sinatra's voice is not coming. Is it the same for everyone? Or is it just Mike? Uh, we have to confirm it. We can't believe him. News in the first. Okay, let me actually check. Okay, it's actually very low. Wait, I have to increase it. Okay, so can you please talk now? Okay, so
Okay, is
can
my
you please
audio
talk
fine
now?
now?
Wait, I'm checking it out. Okay, so
That my voice is so low,
I'm
and
checking it out.
my
So
God,
yes, it's very low.
I'll have to buy.
Can you increase it?
I'll have to buy the new mic, I guess.
And I'll also like check it on the Discord in the settings, like increase it from there as well.
Let me check, bro.
Because I've already maxed it out and I can't do anything else apart from that. Sorry, guys. But yeah, you guys can drop your questions and we'll actually answer them.
What are you looking at? It like what are expired? What are you looking
Okay, okay. Now your voice is actually fine. Wait. Let me first replicate what you just said because most of them didn't hear. So I will actually tell them what you were eyeing. So basically, Sinatra is eyeing for this volume imbalance, our opening game, whatever it is, and he expects this fair value gap to hold, and also he thinks that till Thursday we are going to see some sort of consolidation in the market because there is no news, no major red folder news till Thursday. So he expects consolidation throughout the week and then a manipulation to the downside and then expansion towards the upside. So this is basically his views on DXY weekly chart and also the weekly chart, sorry, on daily chart, and this is the weekly chart. He also expects that this fair value gap holds and price goes up to that volume imbalance on the daily chart. My view about DXY is actually it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, to be honest, because if we look, we are kind of range bound. We have this range right here that is being respected by the market various times. So we first come down to manipulate here, then goes back up, manipulate here, then came back into this range low actually, and then bounce from here. Now, once again, we are at the range high. So at the moment, I'm really not being strongly biased towards any side, but I think that this right here, this price action, I think it might actually go lower because the candle closed lower than the fair value gap. So in my opinion, it is gonna go, though I'm not strongly biased at all because the price action isn't really clear to me at the moment. Even though we are in a bullish order flow, but if we look at the bigger picture, it's in a range, and usually when we see these kind of reactions from the range highs, it's kind of we mostly tends towards the downside. So just slightly bearish on DXY, but don't have any strong move. I will see how the next week rolls out. I think the next week is actually going to give us a direction of where the market is heading. So yeah, this is pretty much my analysis on your DXY. Also on Euro, what I'm actually looking at is this range actually. So we have another range right here. Okay, and I'll remove this. I didn't took it. This was just concept. Okay, so uh, I'll remove this as well. Sorry. So this is a range that we are actually range bound in this as well, and we have all this low resistance liquidity runs right here. If we look here, oh my God. Okay, and price went up. Then it isn't closed back inside the range, but if we do see a close back inside the range, like a strong close, then I'm definitely eyeing for these lows right here on your USD. But if not, and we actually continue to respect these fair value gaps and go up from here, then pretty much it's over for DXY, and I think price is gonna go higher in the on Euro USD. So this is basically my thoughts on the majors actually, the Euro USD and the DXY. Yep. Yo, Salfx, what's up? S. Vignesh, your opinion on trade MMXM traders? I haven't watched it. Also, um, I'm not interested in watching it because I already have enough knowledge. So I don't want to mess up my current trading system. Okay.
He released his second course. I'm not aware of it.
Yes, I also wasn't aware. I just opened Twitter today and saw it. Just a few minutes, a few hours ago, I checked it. Same bias as
Uh,
me. Okay.
Focus on exotics, this is not clear, so exotics might be.
Yeah, exotics will be it's gonna expand in the first half of the week. So let me know which one to
Yeah,
open it up for you.
use this week, so let's start with the GBP
Oh.
pairs.
Yeah,
Let's start with
so
GBP pairs first. Look at GBP
GBP
pairs.
CAD. Okay. Okay, here's GBP. Oh, this thing is really clear.
Exactly, I'm looking for buys. We have lot of equal highs.
Yeah, we discussed it in the start of the week. I mean, I was doing a stream and I talked about it. Yeah, so it's really clean to be honest. I mean, we took out this original consolidation expansion to the upside, and then we made this intermediate term low, which also explains that price is going higher. And now we have all these equal highs and this low LRs to the upside. So this is damn clear. I mean, we can just go up from here, or maybe we can see a push to the downside in the first day of the week on Monday or Tuesday, and then expand high. So these are like the two scenarios that I'm looking for.
Look at daily time frame. We are trading from the daily SGB, so I
Oh,
don't think it should go down again. I mean,
yeah, you are
and
right.
let's see. But yeah, this pair is clean for long. So I
Exactly.
will look.
Mike says, please explain CRT. Bro, please go to Romeo. Or, or that Sham dude. I don't know. Salfx says, can I join? Yes, man, of course you can join the session. Just if you are in my Discord, just give me a text there and I will add you up. Sure, you can join. Let me know your Discord.
What is condition for joining?
Hmm?
Light work. Might
Left.
think work is the condition for joining.
We are not inviting you. Okay, so my Discord is wait, why? Let me type it up. Okay, so I just sent you the Discord. All right, so what else are we eyeing for GBP CHF? Okay,
Yes, sir. The chart.
this thing is also kind of clean, but I kind of don't like this reaction from here. I mean, this is clean for the upside. I mean, we have all these liquidity generated, and I think we are going for there. But maybe we see manipulation to the downside first and then continue up. But this weekly candle, I'm kind of not liking it. But if we, let's say, if we get something like this is a high, and if we get like a strong move towards the upside and break this high, I think then it is set to go to the upside because we are already in a bullish order flow as we can clearly see, and we have this long wick. Okay, we have this long wick which has already which already would have like removed a lot of players from the market. And then we have this low right here. So if price actually goes up, this can be our anticipated intermediate term low, and price might continue higher. Can you ask? Actually, I think. Wait. Can you actually send me a friend request? I'll add you in our session from here.
Like,
Yes, you
oh,
can.
see,
If he's friend with you, you can.
let me see, bro. I don't know how to use.
Okay, there will be an icon which at the top
That
right.
tends to be a
Yes, that.
left. So, and some like
GBP, CHF, and let's see what else are we. Okay, so I'll make my watch list and I'll add GBP CAD to my purple list. I've been into like ranges. Uh, okay, okay, okay. So, hey, what's up, Sal? Hello, what's up, Sal? How are you?
hello, mate. Hello. Hello. Yeah.
We have got a lot of quality in our call right now. Sinatraafx Salfx. Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, can you hear me, guys?
Yes, okay.
Thank you for having me on the show.
We are glad to have you actually.
No, this looks nice. We should do more of this weekly session with other traders.
Yeah, I actually love doing these, but the problem is like my university, etc. It really messes up my schedule. But I am trying to be active on YouTube and on my Discord. This is my second stream this week actually, so I'm just trying to get back into shape. And yeah, we'll do this more often from now on actually.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It gets a bit exhausting when you have other stuff, but like it'll be nice once it gets consistent. It'll be easy for you because you'll be used to it then.
Yeah, exactly. And like I have a free day. I mean, I just have one class in on Tuesday, so that's why I can do stream on Tuesday and on Sunday. These are the 2 days that
That,
I can
yeah,
actually stream.
nice. What do you study, dude?
I'm actually studying English.
Oh, that's nice. Like university, right?
What?
Like college, right?
Yeah, yeah, in university actually.
Yeah, that's nice. I just graduated, so I'm just focusing the entire time on trading and this trader stuff. So it's nice. It's nice to talk to other creators.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Sal, what do you think? What are your views on the market? And if you want to share your screen, I'll just put it on air.
So right now I posted my outlook on DXY and Euro, but the
Okay,
main pairs that I trade according to my data is like major pairs.
okay.
I am kind of experimenting more on exotic pairs because the strategy I use is I think we all kind of use the framework of it. It's like on the weekly daily I look for internal towards external, and
Hmm.
the simple way is it just gives a clear framework.
Yeah,
And when I see like a obvious market maker buy model, sell model, it just indicates a strong trend, right?
yep,
So I just look to kind of enter when there's like a news event and we kind of have a clear expansion like on the lower time frame towards intermediate term high. So what I'm saying is that I'll have to see, but for euro, my entire bias is that um, I really want to see how euro's tested right now, and I just want to see like a market make a sell model form. I want the price to kind of go a bit bearish before I'm like confident that we're going towards the lows.
mm.
So that I'm just basically waiting for how Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday acts, and if I see like the idea of lower prices being supported, then that's my bias.
Yes, and I just said like I'm also having literally the same game plan because if we see we can actually this actually looks like bullish order flow. Like we can clearly see like bullish order flow on the 2 hour, 1 hour chart, or the 4 hour chart as well. But the problem
Mm,
is that it's range bound, right? It's range bound, and we can't actually say that this is a very strong order flow towards any side. So
exactly.
that is why if let's say we have a strong move to the downside and we close this back inside the range on the 4 hour chart, then that actually indicates that this was just a liquidity purge, this was just a continuation purge, and then price is gonna go to the low side, to the sell side because we have a lot of liquidity to the downside if we see equal lows, LRs, and they are mostly, like most of the time, in my experience, whenever they are formed, they are taken out in the future before the real moves begin. So we can see it here as well. Like have a look at this right here. We have all this low resistance liquidity runs, a lot of them actually, and see what the market does. So it moves lower and then takes out all those low resistance liquidity runs and then continues to go lower from there. So since price is fractal, it doesn't matter whichever time frame these things are made. We literally see the same kind of price delivery on every single time frame. So that is why I'm actually kind of biasless right now, but let's see what happens. Also, another thing is that if we look into GBP USD, since I'm getting more into ranges, etc., because I've been seeing and I tested it out, it's really clean, and the ranges kind of gives the best buys ever, to be honest. We are in this range right here, We are in this range, and price broke lower, and then with actually with a lot of displacement, it closed back inside the range. Okay, and also if we look into the monthly chart, we are inside a monthly fair value gap. So the reaction was shown from the monthly fair value gap. Okay, and the daily chart, it kind of looks like an accumulation, manipulation, distribution cycle, right? So this is why I'm really confused. I'm at a really confused state on the measures at the moment because of all these things. Literally every single pair is kind of showing a different kind of idea. DXY is telling something else, Euro is telling something else, and GBP USD is telling something else. So that is why the best thing to do is to just wait for it to give us a clear sign, and once that happens, then we can look for anything.
Just look at USD CAD.
USD CAD, where's that? Okay, here.
By the way, I agree with you. That's like how I kind of operate as well. It's like I just have a few situations played in my head, and like once I see something that supports an idea, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like we just operate within that. But yeah, I completely agree. Right now, it's not clear because for me, like I'm looking at TXY as the 103 level is like my last line of defense, right? Like if we're gonna go up, I really want to see some, like I really need to see upward and to support the idea of us going back up. I need to see DXY push up. I have a question, like how much of your bias comes from DXY? Because me personally, for Euro and USD, like your USD, like my entire bias mostly, like I look at sometimes DXY and then I look at the other pairs. So I'm just curious, like how do you see DXY?
I mean, I'll say it's like 50-50, 'cause Uh, I actually look when I trade the majors, the Euro USD or the GBP USD, I do look at DXY a lot because Euro USD, GBP isn't much paired with DXY, but Euro is really paired with DXY. So that is why I have to see, and mostly I look for SMTs, etc. Uh, that's what I generally look it for. But yes, for bias, I do look it, but I'll say it plays like 50% of the role in my bias. All right, so Sinatra, we have USD CAD. What do you think?
Okay, mark the range like the
O-
high at 1.39777.
Okay,
Yes, we can.
this is also one heck of a beautiful range. And
One, just wait a second.
okay, sure. So actually, there is a guy on Twitter. His name is, I think, Rect Proof or something. He's actually a crypto trader. Him and Justin, who trades ranges as well, and I think most of you will know him. I actually was looking into his trades a lot, like from a lot of time, but and they actually trade ranges, both of them, and they're really so clean. So I'm actually I studied it, and I think that it is literally the simplest way to trade, and we can clearly see that. Like just wait for a range low to be taken out, and then aim for the range high.
This is the RAM I am looking at. Like, you see that high.
Yeah, yeah,
Think your CAD will take that high this quarter.
yep,
So that's
yep,
I'm bullish on this as well. So yes, CAD and Dixie, both
correlated.
yeah, that's
Yeah, and we are
right.
inside a
Mark
fair value gap as well right now.
that day mark that weekly overgrowth.
Mm, this one, okay.
Allows with that weekly mitigation below 5. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
companies have this area. It's also the 50% of the range. So,
Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's a lot of confirmations. And also we took out this consolidation here as well, and we saw like a reaction from there. So this is set up for going higher. This is like the short term target.
not giving the clear entries, but this can help in forming the right buy for this week.
Yeah, you are right. And yeah, this is pretty clean. So if let's say we see something like this, then it's confirmed. For me, then it is confirmed. I'll just look for buys towards
Mhm.
here. So I think this one is also going into my watch list for the week. Purple list. Okay, this thing's clear.
I'll
And
show you my chart also. Wait.
okay, Krishna Sel is with us. Actually, he's on the call.
Yeah, I sent the link to my Discord. I was gonna do a live session there where I like the thing with me is okay, so I have this one rule that I've seen that works really well for me, and it's like when I do my bias, like if I don't like I just like going on the chart and I'm used to my setup, right? Like I have a really defined system with risk, with entries, with criteria. So if I have to like sit there and like if I can't see my setup in like seconds, then it's probably not there. Like right, like sometimes I like sometimes I look at the markets to understand the environment, but to see my setup, like it's just like 30 seconds. So that's what I do. That's what I want to do today with my Discord. Just go on TradingView, and if I see anything on any pairs, I'll just call it out because most of the times, like it's like pretty clean when you see the setup, so it shouldn't be hard to find it. Also, one thing I've seen with USD CAD is that we had really shit price action for a while. So even just with simple price action terms, like if we're finally breaking out the consolidation, right? So if we do have, so it could be like basically an expansion, right? Because we either have an accumulation, and after a big period of accumulation, we mostly have an expansion. So this could also support the idea of price pumping, and also if USD CAD performs better than the other pairs, then yeah, we're most likely going to be really volatile on USD CAD.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
with the chart in there.
Okay, yeah, I opened it up. I opened it up.
I'm looking for one more fish to the sea level. Little,
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, we haven't tapped that weekly order block yet. So,
Like, I think with in my chart, it has tapped that order block. Oh, okay, okay, okay,
looking for the body tap.
okay, yeah. I saw it now. Mike saying he's used QT plus CRT extremely. 100% win rate, bro. I know, 100% win rate. Q
QT CRT
QT
extremely
plus
profit.
CRT. That's the enigma. That is literally it. You are gonna make millions if you do that. Can't hear be loud. I mean, Sinatra, your voice is dim. I think with, I mean, I have maxed it out. I can hear it pretty loud, but
That too, man. I guess I'll have to buy new mic.
yeah, but it's working fine with me. I mean, I can hear it very loud. I don't know what's the problem is, but whatever. I mean, okay, well, I'll just convey your idea, to be honest, if they're not hearing. All right, so Sinatra, his idea is basically that USD CAD is in this mitigation block. It's above this mitigation block and above this weekly order block. So he's thinking that price can come down in next week or whenever. It can come down to tap these PD arrays and then move up to the range high. Okay, so this is basically his idea on USD CAD.
Yeah,
Buy
it's
new
nice.
mic. Yep, it's pretty clean.
Yeah,
Mike says buy new mic. Are you for sale? Are you for sale?
mic.
Are you for sale? I mean,
I'm
tech.
looking for it. Fine.
So, I have a meeting right now.
Okay, sure,
Like,
sure. So, thank you so much for joining, man. Like, I really appreciate it.
all right, guys. Thank you for having me on the stream. I'll
Good,
see you later. Okay.
goodbye, Sinatra.
Later, Sinatra. It was nice talking to you finally.
Yep, it was great having him here.
Mike wants us to trick really bad. Girl thinks we're in a strip club.
Bro is bitchless.
Ask him to come in this call. He'll be our next guest show.
I mean, he hasn't till now. I'm in talks with him from a lot of time. He hasn't reviewed his voice till now, so I don't know if he's gonna come on. Mike, what do you say? Can you come on the call?
Roy Trivio.
$69. Sure, man, we can pay that. $69 actually. Girlish voice. Man, it's so killer.
Oh, your CHF looks nice. It's overall a really bearish pair. I'm just looking at it, but if price goes back up, could give a setup.
Your
Pretty
CHF.
bearish overall.
I mean,
But
yes,
I
like
didn't look at this. I'm just smart right now.
yeah, like the very high time frame chart is look at this
Really,
gap. What the hell is even this?
really.
Yes,
I
like
even
the
um
yeah, like the monthly chart, it's really bearish. But if we look into the 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 short-term reversal on the weekly chart, we can see that it's kind of going for these highs, actually, these low resistance liquidity runs, because when we see like a one-sided delivery for so long, the market then actually tends to do like a retracement back up. It can be a reversal or retracement, but still, I think that we might actually go to the upside from now on till here, like till here, till this high. Not sure if it is gonna just reverse for the years or something, but for the short term, I think this thing is going there, and we are kind of seeing this. So maybe, yeah. And in the delivery, in the price delivery, we also see an intermediate term low formed in. So we haven't seen that yet. So in my opinion, maybe we can just go down here to take out this low and then continue to go up from here, and then we can actually look for something reversal or expansion, whatever.
yeah, like I don't know how high it can go. That's like a really high level. So that's like almost the 1% level. It's like like we have almost relative highs above on the hourly chart. It's just that for me, I just mostly look at internal towards external because
Mm,
we created a swing low inside of this in this fair value gap,
yep,
and we have a lot of wicks above. So if the 4 hour also flips bullish, I think I sent you the daily. I don't know if I sent you the daily or what chart I sent you, but this may flip if we get like a market maker buy model, at least on the 4 hour.
yeah.
Like let me send you
Uh,
a picture that I
and
got
also
right now.
this wick right here, this wick suggests that whenever we see these kind of wicks, these are mostly continuation purges, and we can see that it took out this consolidation kind of thing. And in my opinion, this is just a retracement, and prices going to like flip bullish after this right here. So yeah,
Yeah, let me send it. That's my idea as well. Like this because the 1%, the one level is pretty high. By the way, I don't look at your CHF. It might have some fundamental issues, but yeah, if we get a strong close like this, especially after purging let me see. We took out like a weekly. Is it a weekly low? We took
Uh,
out like a nice swing low as well, like those. And we're also in a daily fair value gap.
yeah,
So yeah, if we get like a market make a buy model with momentum pushing up, that could be a good indication that we could go towards the external above.
exactly.
But that's like a what if thing, so you need confirmation for that.
Yep, and
But it's
it's
definitely
like
realistic.
trading is all like mostly about what if, and if this happens then this. So yeah, we all like follow a plan or something, and whenever that plans, whenever we see those things happening, we just try to execute. And I think that in my opinion, whenever I have seen such price action on any time frame, whether that be weekly, whether that be 1 minute chart or whatever, it's mostly bullish because this kind of wicks, they're mostly continuation purges, and in my opinion, that we are going higher because we have there is liquidity generated here as well. So I think it makes
Mhm.
sense. It makes sense for it to go higher, but of course, we are in a short-term bearish order flow, so we will wait for the 1 hour chart or the 4 hour chart to go bullish as well, and that's when we will actually then look for buys, etc. Because right now it's retracing, and when price is retracing, we actually don't know till when it is going to retrace or till what level it is going to retrace. That's where order flow, etc. It helps us understand when the retracements might be over and whatnot. So right now it's retracing. We want to see an end to this retracing and retracement, and once that happens, then we look for execution, etc.
Perfectly said, bro. Perfectly said.
Yeah,
By the way, I really like APY pairs, but from what I've heard and I've seen, I think it's not a good time to trade them due to fundamental intervention. So
exactly.
right now, JPY pairs are just like
Yeah,
really very
yeah, they are
right
very
now.
weird, and it can blow up your account.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that even though I love JPY, because the thing I've seen with JPY pairs, or so this strategy of mine, like I think that's what Devender and I've seen Mike and these people use. It's more like I think it's pretty much the entire ICT is like where we want to basically do trade power of three, right? Whether that's like the idea of internal towards external. We're always because you don't. The one really good quote I heard from someone I forgot is that you don't know exactly when the manipulation phase ends, right? But you can kind of point out an obvious expansion phase, right? So so really, if you get a nice expansion phase and you have a bias, so it's pretty clear to understand what has a higher chance of being purged if there's a continuation. So, but yeah, on JPY pairs, it has really good order flow. Either it consolidates for a long period of time. If you look at USD JPY, you'll see that for the past 2 months it was horrible, and then it gives a really good month because when there's a strong expansion on JPY pairs, all you need to do, honestly, is there's a clear trend, clear order flow. Once you get a good retracement, like in a stronger way, like 4 hour even, and once we have like momentum back towards the upside, it is really, really easy and good to trade. So I really like JP pairs because of them because they really trend really good when they trend. But the thing is, when they also consolidate, they have like really steady phases of
Yeah.
consolidating.
Yeah, actually, the thing is that
That's what I like.
every market it has these phases. Like it is either in expansion or it is either in consolidation. And the problem is that sometimes some of the markets they goes into consolidation for months or for one whole month. And that is where we think that now this pair is horrible, let's get away from this and trade something else. But it's just the basis of every single market. Like we will see consolidation on every market. I remember on Nasdaq. So look at Nasdaq right here. It is going to the upside, very clean, very amazing. But then after that, it gets into consolidation, right? For a long time, like that's a long time. Then when I was trading Nasdaq, it was somewhere around here. This was like a monthly ERL to IRL cycle, and I was just trading it based on that idea that price is going to the downside. and it was pretty clean. It was pretty clean, but then here it kind of got messed up, and that's why I left trading it. Because I didn't want it to trade in a market that is consolidating. So we actually see expansions and
True.
consolidations on literally every single pair. That's just how every pair works. But when
Exactly.
it gets into daily and weekly consolidations, that's when it kind of gets messed up. And when some then the low time frame price action also really becomes a headache. So that's where we should like leave a pair. And right now we can see the same thing for the JPY pairs as well. So it was like really it was expanding to the one side. Like look at this from this is the daily chart and look at how clean this is. This is like
Exactly.
yeah, and then now here it hit an all-time high. Okay, so even though there is like some shady price moves like this, apart from that, even if it was some other pair like your USD or something, and if it hit like an all-time high or something, then I will refrain from trading it because most of the time what we see that when price hits like takes out a high, so an all-time high is also a high, and when it takes it out, it either goes into consolidation or it gets into retracement. So we should not be trading in retracements or consolidations, and that is literally the idea behind all of this thing. So right now, when I was having stream on Tuesday, I was like, we are not looking into JPY pairs, so please don't ask me about that. I told that, and have a look at what happened after that. Look at this. Look at this price action. If someone went too long on this and
Oh my God.
had their stop loss anywhere, they would most likely have their account blown up because you know not every broker has such good conditions to actually have precise stop loss executions. I was watching someone on Twitter last day and he was like on NFP. He placed a short position on gold and his stops were literally violated. And I think his risk was I think $400 or something, and it went to like $1,200. So that's why we should
Oh, congrats.
like not trust so much on these brokers because they actually want us to get they actually want us to get out of the markets.
You know what's funny? Like I actually got so lucky. So I saw I'm sending you these pictures. Like I took a really good setup on USD JPY, and this is like a day or the same day when the bank started to intervene because you know
Hmm.
when they're in an all-time high, it kind of becomes a fundamental thing. So I took like a really good setup, and I kind of got a late entry on one account. So I basically exit near the external, so my TP kind of hit, but I stayed in it for like just 30 seconds extra. And that's when basically we started to have government intervention
Oh,
and boom, you see that candle?
yeah.
Like thank God like I didn't like, you know, put on a crazy risk or I would have blown my account. Like I was in good profits on this trade, but yeah, like that's like basically when we started to have intervention. The next days, if you look at it from April 25th, yeah, that's when he started having like 500 pips and 200 pips down, 300 pips above. So I kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
got into like the start of when this intervention happened. So I'm lucky, like you know, I didn't blow up because that's scary, man. Like when I saw that happen, I thought like, did I miss some news or something? And then I go on Twitter and Google. I'm like, oh, okay, intervention time. Time to say bye bye to JPY peers.
Yep, exactly. And you know, like it's pretty co like very like common sense that when a pair is going up for like from months to the upside to it's going to towards one side from like months. That means that every person is looking for longs on that. So it has to do these moves to remove the people that are already long, and that is what they do. And now I think it's time to run it back. And this thing actually that's a lot common in the crypto people. They are so crazy. Whenever they see like a 1% move to one side, they get crazy. Some dude he was actually when price actually did something like this. Wait. I saw that image and I was like, what the hell is this dude up to? Okay, so when price went up like this, he posted a picture of this right here, this candle, okay, on the 4-hour chart. He posted this and he said that it is over for the bulls. Price is now gonna go lower. Man, look at this move. Look at all this move. And then look at the intensity of this candle. Just this candle, how can it justify that price can go lower? Like it doesn't make sense. So the people in the crypto space, they're kind of more crazy. They're most biased. They're more biased. Uh, they most of them, all they do is that trade based on their bias about what they think, not what's on the chart, about what they think is gonna happen.
Yeah,
So some people are like, it is gonna go to 100K, let me buy and stuff. Nothing on the chart. They won't see anything on the chart. What's happening? Is it retracing or is it expanding towards your target? They'll just buy based on what they think without anything to back it up. So the people in the crypto space, they are more crazy in these things. But whatever. What about gold? Okay, so
yeah,
gold,
that's wild, man. Like the thing is, like, look, like, are all people like they're not trading then, right? They're like kind of just having fun and like I don't know how I feel about that, you
yeah,
know?
I was a
Like,
crypto trader.
uh,
I was a crypto trader and I used to do the same. Yes, I think everyone, because crypto made it really accessible, to be honest, trading. Like, just make an account on Binance or something, put some money, and that is literally it. While if you look into Forex trading and trying to get an account on Forex broker or something, it's a little bit harder than crypto, right? So, crypto has made it a bit more accessible to everyone to trade. That is why. And so when I used to trade like crypto, I was literally the same. I was like, this coin right here, this looks good. Let me just buy it. I don't know where to put my stop loss. I don't know what to target. I just had this thing in my mind that this coin looks good and let's buy it. And that
so
was literally it.
show you something.
Sure.
Show you something really funny. And like let me you want to see how my charts look. So I've been trading for 2.6 years, 2.5 years. So want to see how my charts looked when
Sure,
I
man.
first got into trading. Like I am like the biggest meme when it comes to like starting trading. Like if you look at my chart, you think I was lying. Like I had no idea what I was doing, and it's like I had every indicator on you can think about. It's just funny. Let me try to find it. I think you'll be shocked of how crazy my chart looked.
I also found one of mine. I'm sending it. Wait, I'll show it to you guys as well.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, that'll be nice to see how far we've come. At
Yeah,
the end, Sir Pickle really said something funny. It's like after all the indicators I've seen, and you, at the end of the day, we just came back to like a rectangle box and a trend
exact,
line. It's literally
exactly,
all you need.
exactly.
I'm trying to find it.
Guys, so this was how I used to trade. Look at this. Mean, I would literally have every
Oh man,
single,
this is terrible.
every single, every single pattern that was known to the humanity. I would have them on my chart. I will have the volume indicator in, I will have the EMS, etc. on, and then I will have some boxes around, and I don't know, it was really crazy. Thank God we found
Um,
ICT.
Bro, I don't know how I feel about sharing this. Like, that's nothing here. Like, you're gonna be shocked, bro. Like, this, yours is still pretty sense. It makes somewhat sense at the time. But look at this. Check this. I can't even exaggerate how like bad this is.
Wait, let me open it up. You know what? I live in a country where Twitter is banned, so I'll
Yeah.
open.
Well, or I'll send you the picture.
Wait, I just open it up, no problem. Yeah, on my phone. Okay, so here we go.
Oh
Dude, this is
man,
crazy.
this is crazy, man. Like, I'm not even joking. And I thought I was so cool. Like, I thought I was like the shit. And I said this to my friends. and I don't even know what I
Uh,
was looking at, man.
s-
What am I even looking at?
like
My brain just
I can see like 10,000 EMS and RSI and I think this is a MACD indicator to the downside in my opinion.
like
And
it's like market cipher something
oh,
pretty
okay.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's
Um,
crazy, man. Like I don't blame crypto people.
yes, man, like for real, like we can't blame them because this is what the influencers feed them, and you can't actually blame. Hi, bro, can you tell me how to confirm price? How to confirm price will go from ERL to IRL after taking swing higher low. Okay, so actually, this is something that I did explain on my thread. I'll you can look for that as well, but I'll tell you something. Whenever price takes out ERL, for example, this is an ERL and price takes it out. Let's say this works on any time frame. Let's say this is 4-hour chart. So now what I'm going to do is that if I want to switch my bias to the IRL and this fair value gap, what I will need is I'll go to the M15 chart and then I want to see something like this. I want to see like a market structure shift, then a red on a high, and then an expansion lower. Once that happens and an intermediate term high is formed, this is my confirmation that price is going into the internal range liquidity. I think that I talked about it. Yes, I talked about it on my latest, sorry, not latest, the video in which I talked about bias. You can check that out. I have explained it in detail, so you can check that out and it will help you. Sinatra is saying, "What are you guys cooking?" So, man, we are actually sharing the real knowledge. I mean, till now we were just kidding. Like, this is the real knowledge. This is the real deal. Those indicators and those are the real deals, man. ICT is a scam.
Kinda is,
Yes, let's not get into that.
man. Like exactly. Like I am like an ICT agnostic. Like if that makes sense. Like I'm
I
not
mean,
like a full ICT trader.
I'll say, okay, I'll literally say this. Like, I'll be very honest. The market doesn't care about your consequent encroachment, your mitigation, sorry, your mean threshold or something. It's all about highs, lows. That is literally it. And consolidations and like manipulation and expansion. This is exactly what it is. The only period that makes sense to me is the fair value gap, and that is actually because uh, uh, a fair value gap is also a high or low on the low time frame chart. So a 4-hour fair value gap is basically a simple high or a low on the M15 chart. This is literally it. Because people have stop losses at highs and lows, the market just takes the highs and lows and then goes to the other side of the market. Of course, there comes a lot of factors in it, but that's one of the factor. So
Hmm.
the only
True.
thing that really makes sense to me is the fair value gaps. Because if we look, like I'll literally be really honest. I mean, just take a look at the charts, okay? When price is bullish, what it's gonna do is that it is gonna come back down to retrace and take out a short-term high. This is gonna happen not every time, but most of the time. They will take out a short-term low and then expand higher. Okay. First, it will be a slow move towards the downside to take out that low, and then there will be an expansion happening. For example, here, look at this price takes out this low, expansion higher. Now, in the meantime, I mean, in all this price action, there is this fair value gap which is disrespected, but there is this order block which is disrespected, there is another order block which is disrespected, and there is another order block which is disrespected. What it has respected is just a low, okay? And then we saw an expansion from it. So this period is, if you don't know which one is gonna hold, what's even the point of it? What is even the point of it? So this is basically my idea. Even though I'm really thankful to ICT because he has cleared up my mind. He told me about highs and lows and liquidities, how the market makers attacks the liquidity and then reverse to the other side. But to be really honest, it's all about like highs and lows, and I didn't want to talk about it, but I think I am gonna talk about it now because a lot of people they are just
Yeah.
they're really overwhelmed with these things. They are like, uh, which PD array is gonna be held? Like, man, no one knows that. No one knows which PD array is going to be
True.
held. Like, if I give you a price action, can you guess which one is gonna be held? You can't tell that. So that's why highs and lows that are the really real deals. And it comes AMD cycle, that's also the real deal. Tech for Droid says, where are you from? I'm from Pakistan. Bro, for IRL, ERL model,
It's from Pakistan.
do you need weekly prop? I'm trying to be a day trader, so my time frame alignment is daily H1 and M5. And one more question, can I learn ERL more without learning ICT? Okay, so actually this model is applicable on any time frame. I mean, you can go to the 1 minute chart and you will see the ERL IRL cycle there as well. Okay, so this works on any time frame. You can go to any time frame and it will work. Also, I don't use weekly profiles. Um, I just, as I said, I look for highs and lows to be taken and see a reaction from there. My basic model, I'll explain. My model is I will look for if I will get a bias, and for example, if I'm looking for an entry, what I am going to do is that since I want enter right here because it is just going higher, I don't know if now price is gonna retrace or if it is gonna expand. So, and if I, for example, if I enter here when it is going to the upside, where am I gonna put my stop loss? If I put it here, it's gonna give me a really bad risk to reward ratio. So what I do is that I will wait for the market to form an short-term low. Once that low is taken out and price breaks higher and we have a confirmed intermediate term low, this is where I will enter. And I don't care. I don't care if price hits an order block here or a breaker block or something here. I just don't care. For me, what really matters is the highs and lows. And once a high or a low is taken out, for example, something like this happens and price breaks up from here, I'm just going to look for an entry from here with the stop loss right here and then target higher. This is going to give me a much better risk to reward ratio. Also, this low is more protected than this one. The reason is that this is an intermediate term low, and intermediate term lows are more respected than a semi-usual low. Like we can just move down here and take out this low and continue up from there. So that's why this is my whole model.
Nice. Nicely explained, man.
Yep.
Especially about the intermediate term low part.
Your voice is cut off.
So no, I just said
Okay,
nicely
okay.
explained, man. Especially about the intermediate term low part. Like nice
Yeah,
explained.
yeah, thank you. So whenever I open a chart, this is basically what I look for. I look through everything. My bias comes from an intermediate term low or high formation. My confirmation of a bias comes from the intermediate term low or high formation. And my entry comes from an intermediate term low or an intermediate term high formation. So for me, intermediate term lows, highs, and structures, structure is literally everything. And then the ERL IRL cycle, that thing is really like, it's very someone genius thought of it. Okay, I really love it. I really, really love it. I mean, we can see that cycle on literally any time frame, and it's kind of really clean,
Yeah.
especially the ERL to IRL cycle. They are so seamless. Like when price is at IRL, for example, price is at an IRL like this. Sometimes what the market is going to do is that it's going to start consolidating inside it. But in case of IRL to ERL to IRL cycle, it's really seamless. Price just takes out a high and then directly goes to a low. So that's just my observation. I don't know. Some people might not agree with me, but this is just my observation. In my opinion, ERL to IRL cycle are more seamless than IRL to ERL cycles.
So me personally, I like trading IRL to ERL, especially if there's a clean order flow.
Hmm.
Because but yeah, you're really, really right about how you can have a consolidation inside of a IRL, but at the same time, since the way I trade with a confirmation, right? Like AMD basically. So it's also kind of a bit like simpler to understand. when to look for longs if you wait for the right framework with the right bias.
Yeah, as I said, like that was my observation, and a lot of people might not find it better to trade the ERL to IRL. So everyone has their models, and since you said your model works best with IRL to ERL, so yeah, that's like the best thing about trading. Like everyone have their own
Exactly.
observations, and everyone literally have their own kind of setup rules, etc. And what works for someone is not gonna work for someone else. So always
Exactly.
make sure to uh, always make sure to um, make your own model, make your own setup rules. So okay, so someone is asking about gold. I'll say gold chart is it's also what I said about the JPY pairs. It's hitting all-time highs. So when price is hitting all-time highs, we can't really understand where it is gonna stop. But if we like the monthly chart, it's kind of clueless. We can't actually know where it is going. The weekly chart, it's set in ERL. It's set in ERL, but sorry, it's set in IRL, but you know that IRL to ERL isn't guaranteed, right? Price can just come back to this fair value gap as well. Okay, ERL to IRL is guaranteed, but IRL to ERL
Mm,
isn't guaranteed. Like price can go to this fair value gap maybe and then continue to go up from there. So it's at an IRL right now. I don't know what to do, but if we see, for example, if we see a push lower from here, then I think this suggests that price is bearish and it might go lower to this consolidation because um, if you look at the 4-hour price action, price took out this short-term high, expanded lower, intermediate-term high formation, suggestion that price is bearish. Then another intermediate-term high formation suggests that it is going lower. Then we have another continuation purge. So now, if let's say price goes directly lower from here, then that suggests bearish prices. If it goes up, okay, and then like makes a move like this, then I think we can look to target these highs again. But I have two scenarios which in my opinion is gonna happen using my common sense because a lot of people they're seeing this bull run of the gold and most of the people are gonna be buyers, right? So the market always take out the herd. So in my opinion, it can either just continue down from here or it can just go up to this high or maybe it shouldn't actually breach this high because that's an intermediate term high or this high and then continue down from there. So these are my views on gold. Please make a video on how.
yeah,
I do
thank
have
you.
that
Thank you.
video. My video, I mean, it's titled as how this strategy got me funded or something. You can look up and I explained it there, so you can check that. Okay, Salva, you were saying something.
No, I was saying nicely explained. Let me actually look at gold as well. Like, I get your entire point. Yeah, like it looks nice to see weekly internal, but at the same time, like again, all-time high is a really real thing, and
Yeah,
you can't really technically trade fundamental, right? So if there was supposed to be like a fundamental thing that's happening, right? So it's like anyone's game. But I mean, at the moment, if you do, so trading is just risk, right? It's just like how much risk you're really using. But at the same time, price is still bullish, right? It's not advice to trade when something is near an all-time high because it could easily just retrace really low, right? You don't know how low it can go, right? But if something is still in the bullish order flow and you get like a continuation of a bullish order flow, it is easy to trade. But at the same time, think about it. If you're looking at internal towards external, you're betting that gold is going to do another all-time high, right? So that's that's like you're betting not on the technical analysis, you're betting on a fundamental analysis. That's just how I think. Like I think there's like a definitely uncomfort trading in a situation like this. The technically price is still bullish and it may push higher because it's already pushing higher for a while. So for me, that's how I actually think it's like bullish until it's not bullish. And then sometimes you just have to like use your logic and understand that okay, maybe right now it's not the best criteria. But yeah, that like I'm pretty much agreeing with what you said. But I do see price being more bullish because that's what's on the chart. But if
Yeah,
there's something that's not on the chart, if there's something that's not on the chart, we really can't. But I think ICT said something similar, and I don't follow ICT. He said that no one knows how price is going to act when something is at all-time high. So you keep doing, what you're doing, right? And I think he said the same thing for indices. So I'm assuming that's the same thing here. If there's a bullish framework, you don't know how low it's gonna go. You don't know how high it's gonna go. But if it's going high, just keep going with the trend, I guess.
yeah,
So
and as I
it's a
said,
bit risky.
as we talked about, it's about if this happened, then this. It is about what ifs. It's about logic. So as I said, that let's say a price goes up, makes a new low, and then breaches this high, then that suggests that since this is a violation of an intermediate term high on the 4-hour chart, we shouldn't really be violating intermediate term highs if we are bearish, right? So that clearly
Yeah,
wipes off the bearish idea. But in case if price just takes out this high and we see an expansion lower, then we can clearly be bearish
yeah,
because that's like a red on a
yeah,
short-term high,
exactly.
expansion lower, and that is what bearish order flow is. It trades short-term highs and then expands lower with force. So if that happens, then we can
Exactly.
clearly like target all this liquidity. I mean, look at how stacked this liquidity is. Look at all this. I mean, this is just way too much of liquidity. So then we can easily look for targeting this low
Yeah,
actually. And let's actually talk about crypto and share my views on crypto. I think that crypto is bullish because we are seeing an IRL to ERL cycle, and we just trade with the flow. We don't try to catch reversals or something, and it is pretty bullish right now. We are in this range right here. See, we have this range. Price broke lower from that range, right? And then we violated this fair value gap as well. Uh, this fair value gap as well, and this down close candle as well. So in my opinion, this is like really confirmed bullish setup, and unfortunately I missed it out. I missed out. I missed it out right here. I should have entered right here, but I just didn't check it. So I just have my limits at right here at this candle because that is what's giving me a satisfactory uh, RR. So yeah, and this is what I'm going to target. So this is my views on crypto, and I do hope that price just somehow wicks down here and just goes straight up from here. Of course, that's not how it works, but just let's be delusional for once. So yeah, I think it is going
yeah,
higher. Also, we have an SMT at the lows, so it really makes sense for price to go higher from here. And whenever I have seen
I,
such price action, like something like this, I mean, this kind of price action, this is mostly bullish because we have a lot of like liquidity generated and stacked up. So I think that the target for Ethereum for me for the short term is these highs right here. Yeah.
yeah.
When
I just look at crypto. It's like I agree with you. It's like pretty similar for me, especially how they're wrapping off the internal. I just love it when I see like price going away and like wick right, like wick above, and then we get that wick close with the body above. Oh, like I just love it.
yeah,
It's like you have more
you mean these
safety
kind
towards
of
the
thing?
opposing side.
You mean these kind of things?
Yeah, yeah, like this. Yeah, an obvious purge.
Yep, yep, exactly. Crypto, it's really clean. I mean, when we trade the higher time frame, actually, when we trade the 1 hour chart or the 2 hour chart or the 4 hour chart, it is really, really clean. But sometimes when it gets into consolidation, just like every single market, it gets into consolidation and as well, and that's where it gets kind of ugly. But the one thing that I have noticed with crypto is that it gets into very long consolidations. And that is what I heard about it. For example, if we look into the daily chart, this is like a consolidation from, let's check it out, how many days. Okay, this is not the right thing. Wait, this is, so it's in this consolidation from 46 days, right? If we look at any other markets, for example, Nasdaq, it also like gets into such consolidations, but it still tends to be more cleaner. I mean, when I trade it, it tends to be more cleaner. While in crypto, okay, this is a long one, but when I have tried to trade crypto and consolidation, I've got wrecked so bad. I mean, I do get like when I try to trade any other consolidating market, I get like wrecked there as well. But when I try to do that on crypto, it's some next level wrecking, right? For example, look at like uh, Euro USD. It also gets into consolidations, but not as much as cryptos. So it's like short-term consolidation and then it breaks to one side. But cryptos, they get into consolidations for a very long time. And that's what I kind of hate about it. But when it's in expansion phase, it's literally the cleanest thing you will ever find. And like in the past uh, few months, sorry, in the past 1 month or 1.5 month, I took like three or four trades on crypto. Literally all went up to the TP. Can check monthly. Okay, we when trading ERL to IL, do you consider market is in? No, I don't consider premium and discount. I mean, my model, I mean, for me, as I said, it's about highs and lows. So whenever I see a low or a short-term high or a short-term low getting rated, and then I see an expansion to the other side, that's just my entry. That's it. I have buy limits at 60.5. Okay, that's right. Like that's like with me. That's great. 4 hour time frame is better to see. No, it's not about a time frame that is better to see structure. It depends on what time frame you are trading. So if you are an M1 trader, 4 hour chart is everything you will need for your bias. 4 hour order flow, that's all you need to trade. And then M15 retracements, etc. You can look into that, and that is literally it. But if you are someone who trades the 4 hour chart, then you must look into the weekly chart to have your bias. So it's really about the time frame you are looking for. Is your short in your view this week? Don't forget we in halving. For to be honest, I don't even know what halving is, but I see the hype about it. I'm mostly like a chart trader, so I don't really know the fundamentals a lot. But um, I think in halving, if I'm not wrong, it's like uh, the miners get some reward or something. That's literally all I know. But for me, that halving, etc., that doesn't really matter for me. For me, what matters is the charts and the sentiment in the market. Also, when I look into the crypto space, it clearly gives you some signals. When you see pair in the market, just buy. Not, of course, not just buy because you think that there's fair in the market, but after seeing your confirmation and there is fair in the market as well, then that's like a confirmed, like not a confirmed, but like a most probable setup for you. A short,
We should have just swing traded.
uh, what?
We should have just swing traded USD PKR.
Yeah, man, I mean, I'm kind of dreading it. I have a lot of dollars in my account right now. I don't keep much of money in PKR, so I'm kind of dreading it.
Mm,
Euro short, I think I explained it before this as well. I'm kind of looking for confirmation next week. You can maybe check it out after the stream ends because it's kind of a long explanation to it. But I'm not currently aiming for anything. Can you show your model in brief? My model, it's first get a bias, okay, whether that be from anything. Okay, yes, I'll do it briefly. Whether that be from anything, just get a bias, okay? just have a high or low in your mind that price is going there. Then go to your execution time frame, whatever that is. Then if you are looking for longs, wait for a low to be taken. Once that low is taken and we see an expansion higher and a break up the high, that suggests that we are now in a bullish order flow again. Just enter from either the break up the high, or if it's not giving satisfactory risk to reward ratio, for me it's just minimum 2R. If it's giving 2R, I'll just enter. If it's not, I'll then set limits or something below in this range and target higher and have my stop loss right here. You can check my examples on Twitter. You just go to the highlight section in my Twitter profile and you will find a lot of examples of my trading model. And literally all of my trade entries are the same. All I'm trading this one model from one model from one year. So you'll find a lot of examples there. And the best ones are in the highlight section, so you can check that out. The in US AUD USD buy side liquidity is taken, then you look for ERL to IRL. I mean, ERL to IRL is actually when price checks out a high or low. So let me check what AUD USD is doing. It took out daily high, yes. So maybe we can now go into this fair value gap, maybe. But we need confirmation on the 1 hour chart. For me, confirmation is a high that is formed, and then when that high is taken out and a push lower. Once that happens, that's my confirmation. Do you can you give an example of determining the range for check out my recent YouTube video. It has it there. I have explained it in detail. I've given examples as well. Okay, so please check that out. Do you partials a fixed 1 to 2 hour? Nah, it really depends. I mean, I'll look into the condition of the market. It's not like it's very dynamic. It's not fixed. So I don't know how to answer it right now. If you check CAD CHF on Tuesday, it was ERL to IRL. Is that your model? Wait, let me check. CAD CHF. CAD CHF. I don't know where I have it. Okay, here. ERL, IRL on which time frame? Previous week's highs and lows included in ranges, or is it better to use swing highs and swing lows? I mean, previous week's highs and lows, they works the best, but you need to have bias with it. For example, if the weekly bias is bearish, I mean, then you shouldn't be actually looking for a weekly previous week's low red. You should be looking for previous week's highs red and then confirmation on the low time frame. That's how you want to do it. Sell, I'm sorry, I'm keeping you like complete quiet, but you can have your say. You'll be like this
Just, you know,
you'll be like
like
this
now
man is
this is
just yapping.
just no, 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 no. I'm enjoying listening as well, and I was like on my phone, so I was just like listening and like just using my phone and stuff. Yeah. No, not for me. I'm just pretty much chilling right now. Like I already have some of my buys there. I'm just looking most likely what's gonna happen next week, right? For me, I kind of just have a bias for what I think can happen. And the thing with me is like I don't know how you trade, but like I just like to see a confirmation. Confirmation for me is exactly like how you said it. Like that's like a really specific way of explaining it, right? Like you want like a short-term purge and then basically a manipulation and an expansion. So for me it's similar. I have a framework, I have a bias, I have a trend. I just like waiting for confirmation to happen. Like if I have a confirmed bias for euro to be bearish, once I start seeing my confirmation happen, like you know how we're talking about gold, you're like, yeah, if you see a purge happen and then you see price go above, it's pretty much gonna go above. So that's like my entire answer to the guy who asked like to be the bias on gold. Just wait for confirmation, like
Exactly.
just wait. Like if your models, if you have the balls and like the mindset is like, oh, I'm gonna create this on 5 minutes. Yeah, like what you wanna do. But for me, it's like if you're expecting a price that to go up, like I don't know how many tricks people focus on, just set alerts, and if it happens, then you have a higher chance of it happening, right? So it's like such a simple way, man. Like just wait for confirmation. Like just look at weekly. Like now, this is when I explain my model. This is just like the simplest way of saying this. Like you understand as a trader, there's so much conviction, you know. Sometimes you'll see the same framework, but you might not like it, right? Based on time, based on DXY, based on other criteria, based on just instincts. But in initial, once you just see weekly or daily internal shifts external, obvious trend flow, an AMD happen over there, a volatile day, and once you have that hourly confirmation, it is really easy to trade, right? And then N2 model, man, like if you want to swing trade it, if you want to, like how you say, right, when you have an intermediate term low, if you're looking for a buy, get purge, and then you have a push up, then yeah, you have a new intermediate term low, right? That's already the inflation. Now you're probably trading the expansion towards the high. So, so yeah, like yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Like
Yeah, and
I
Dave,
don't like being on the charts too much. Like I feel like once you kind of have an idea what to look for, if you've been on the charts too much, kind of just obsessed over it in a bad way. So yeah,
yes, when you get addicted to it, then you start to take low probable trades, and you just trying to go with the flow. I mean, when you see charts all the day, when you look into them, and you don't see your setup, you're like, why? I'm looking into this thing now. I really want to get into this, and I want to enjoy I want to enjoy the markets now. That's where you kind of mess it up. Okay, so please don't be on the charts for too long. Just have alerts set. Uh, once those alerts are triggered, just take a look at the market, see your entry pattern, etc., and enter. When you get obsessed with trading, that's when you really mess it up. So you don't want to be on the charts for too long unless you are learning. As a learner, I will really uh,
yeah,
I will really recommend being on the charts for a long time, because I've been on the charts for when I was learning. I was on the charts for 6 to 7 hours a day. I mean, imagine. So yeah, that helps. That gives you experience that can reduce the time you will take to become profitable. But as a profitable trader, and as someone that have a model as already and someone who already have a strategy or something, you shouldn't be on the chart, because when you look into the chart and you are staring it for hours, you're like, I want to participate in these markets, and that's where you kind of mess it up and take low probable setups. Okay, so now let's get into the CAD CHF thing. ERL is taken out. Now, as I said, I'm gonna be looking for confirmation to sell or something. So once ERL is taken out, okay, so ERL is taken out here, a market structure shift. Now here, now I'll be, wait, this is kind of confusing. Wait, it actually tapped it here. Sorry, here. So if I have to look into this, we have a, we have this right here. Oh my God. We have this market structure shift, but no intermediate term high formed yet. For me, it's a must happen thing. So now we have an intermediate term high. If we break below this low, that's my entry pattern. Okay, this is my entry. This is my stop loss. Also, I have to keep in mind the RR or something. So this was not a trade for me at all. Never, this was never a trade for me, because it's now T1 1 RR. But okay, my stop is taken out, and I think this was a news. So these are the things that you really wanna take care of. You wanna look at, because news is they're really important. Okay, if there is a red folder news and you are expecting the market to go lower, you will like to see a push higher first. But whatever. Anyways, if it was a loss, it's just a losing transaction. We'll get it in the next time. Okay, so we saw this was never a trade though, but whatever. I love these weekly streams. Good. Yes, I will do it. I'll try to do it twice a week, on Tuesday and on Tuesday as well as Sunday, because I have free time on Tuesday, because I just have one class on Tuesday, and Sunday is of course off. So I have these 2 days which I'm free. So yeah, I'll try to do it. Also, guys, if you guys are like loving it, make sure to like and subscribe because it helps and it really is an appreciation. Also, let me know if you have any other questions.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna go downstairs and eat some food and I have to go outside, bro. It was really nice talking to you. And yeah, man, like I agree. Like, it's just we definitely need to kind of be a bit more closer with the community and do more stuff like this. It'll be nice for the viewers and us, you know. So
Yeah,
thank you so much for having me, man. It was
you are
a
welcome,
pleasure
and
talking with you.
it was actually, I mean, I'm really grateful for you to join. I mean, it was you gave a lot, like, a lot of your time, and you shared your strategy, which was really helpful, of course. And yeah, enjoy your time. But actually, it's like 9:30 p.m. right now, and just before the stream, I came home. I also went outside, played some football, etc., and then came back. So, guys, also this is also a recommendation. Touch the grass. It's important. Please do keep on
Yeah,
touching it because it really helps with your trading as well, to be really honest. Because a messed up mind can never trade well. Don't, also one more tip, don't trade while you are sleep deprived because I have lost money trading sleep deprived. So please don't do that. And also keep your brain fresh. Also, thank you so much, Sal, for giving us your time. And I hope that you have an enjoyable day ahead.
yeah, man. No, thank you for having me, man. I learned a lot from you as well. It was nice hearing your thoughts and such. It's definitely nice. If you do this again, let me know with other traders. Like you know how Words of Wisdom does it. Like you should do this with the MMXM, like ICT, Smart Money, whatever community live. It'll be nice.
Yes, I will do. I was planning to do so, and I'll definitely tell you in the next stream of mine. I mean, you are gonna be there. I'll text you when I'm gonna be streaming, but you can expect
Yeah,
it on Tuesday if you are free.
yeah, perfect. I bro, gotta go, man.
All
Have
right.
a amazing week and to the viewers and everyone, thank you for coming. I hope you guys have a good day. Later, man.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, guys. So let me know what you guys um have in your mind. Let me know your questions, etc. I'm there to answer. Also, if you guys think that whatever is currently whatever your strategy is, and if you think that it is kind of overwhelming you, or if trading is overwhelming you, or you are not able to find a good strategy or something, then there is something that I'm also gravitating into more, which is trading ranges. And I have a video on it, and I've been trading it for quite some while now, and I'm really loving it, to be honest, because it really saves you a lot of mental capital of going through all these things, intermediate term highs and lows, etc. For example, if I tell you that most of the people, you might have seen it on Twitter, all the people right here on Twitter were bearish. They were all looking for sells. Okay, I actually bought it here because why? Because this was in a range, and in ranges we just wait for, if you don't even have a bias, you just wait for either side to break. Okay, so in this case the lows were broken, the range was broken to a downside, and then we wait for a close back inside the range. That's it. Now enter here and have a look at this. I'll play it out. Also, I was long on GBP USD as well. So, in my opinion, this is like the simplest way of trading ever, which are ranges. And now I'm looking for euro. I'm looking for ranges on euro again. We are in a range right here, and if we close back inside this range with like some force, or we have like a strong close inside, then I'm definitely eyeing for these lows, and I'll just enter there. So yeah, make sure to check out my recent video. I think it's the simplest way of trading. And if you look into, apart from this, you can look into Justin DXY. You can search this up, Justin DXY, and on Twitter, and you will find examples of it there as well. Also, there's one more guy who is a crypto trader, and he traded ranges. His name is Rect Proof. So you can check these two guys out for more examples. But yeah, I'll do recommend checking it out. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. If not, then we can end the stream here and we'll say goodbye then. So let me know if there are any questions. I'm waiting. And also subscribe to the channel and also make sure to join the Discord server because sometimes I stream on Discord, sometimes it's on YouTube. So you don't want to miss it out. So that's why check that out as well. Link is in the description, of course. So I'm waiting for questions. If there are any, I'm gonna answer. I think we are not seeing any questions, but still, I'll wait for like 1 more minute because some people have very big questions that takes up time to type in. So I'll just wait for that and then we can end this stream. And I'm thankful to all of you who joined this stream. And yeah, also, if you guys are looking for a broker to trade on, check out Prime XPT. Link is in the description. And on Prime XPT, you can trade crypto, indices, forex market, whatever market you want to trade on, it's there. It's all there, and you just have to deposit your crypto, and that is it. You can trade directly from here. Okay, so I guess there aren't any questions. So goodbye, everyone, and take care. I hope y'all have a great trading week ahead of you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining once again, and see you all in the next one. Goodbye.